Hello students, welcome to maths class. We were discussing about the probability. In that exercise 2 we are discussing few questions completed, 7 questions completed. Now from 8th question onwards. In 8th question, 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. How many good ones are there? Number of good ones, number of good pens is equal to 132. Number of defective pens is equal to 12. Now total number of pens is equal to total number of pens mixed with 132, it is not, is equal to 132 plus 12 is 144. 144. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether is it a defective or good one. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. Okay. Now probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. Now probability of a good one. If one pen is taken out randomly from this lot, determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. Probability of a good pen is equal to, how many good pens are there? 132. That is favorable outcome. Total outcomes are 144. Now cancel it is 2 6 are 12, 2 6 are 12, 2 7 are 14, 2 2s are 4. Okay, again 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 6s are 12. Now 3 11s are 3 12s are. That is equal to 11 by 12. That is equal to 11 by 12. Probability of a good pen selection is 11 by 12. 11 by 12. Please write down. Next, 9th question. Ninth one. A lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. One bulb is selected at random from the lot. What is the probability that the bulb is defective? So, a lot contains how many bulbs are there? Number of bulbs a lot contains is equal to 20. In that 4 defective ones. Number of defective bulbs is equal to defective bulbs is equal to 4. Then number of good ones is equal to good bulbs is equal to 20 minus 4 is equal to 16 are there. In the 24 defective are there. The rest are the 16 are there. Suppose the bulb selected in previous case is first, what is the probability that the bulb is defective? So probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. 4 ones, 4 fives. That is equal to 1 by 5. 1 by 5. In second question, suppose the bulb selected in previous case is not defective and it is not replaced. If bulb selected is not defective, not replaced. If bulb selected is not defective, not replaced in previous case, then number of bulbs is equal to number of bulbs left in the lot is equal to 20 minus 1, 19 bulbs are there. Okay. Now, number of defective bulbs is equal to 4 as it is, because not defective, no, what you selected, so that 4 remains as it is. Number of good bulbs is equal to, this is whatever you selected that is not defective means obviously it is a good one only, means you kept a good one is outside, so 16 minus 1 is equal to 15. Because the in previous case that is not defective, not replaced, means good one only selected, we kept aside, means leftover good ones are 15 are there. What is the probability that the bulb is not defective? Probability of a good one is equal to, now good ones are left is 15 out of 19 only, because you are not replacing it, not replacing it. Not replaced. So 15 by 19. Will I get any cancellation? I think I don't get, because 19 is a prime number, 15 is a composite number. Right. Okay. Next, 10th question. A box contains a 90 discs, which are numbered from 1 to 90. Number of discs a box contains is equal to 90. Big discs are there. Okay, and these are all numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is selected at random from the box, find the probability that it bears a 2-digit number. First probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. This is your standard formula. First one is a number, whatever the disc you selected, 2-digit number, that it bears a 2-digit number, means number of 2-digit numbers from 1 to 90 is equal to, from these 90 numbers there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers are single digit numbers are there. 10 onwards, all numbers are 2-digit numbers only. So 81 are there. 81 are there. Now, probability of a 2-digit number. How many are there 2-digit numbers? 81 are there. Out of 90. 9 9s are 81, 9 10s are 90. 9 by 10 will be your first answer. Okay? The next one. A perfect square. Perfect squares are, what are the perfect squares? 1 is a perfect square, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, 9 square, and 10 square is 100, 100 is not there. So number of perfect squares is equal to perfect squares is equal to 1 to 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square. Means 8 are there. Now probability of perfect squares. There are 8 perfect squares out of 90. Will I get 8 table 90? 2 4s are 8, 2 45s. Any more? 4 by 45. 4 by 45. Nine are there no, sir, here. Sorry. There are 9 numbers are there no. Up to 9 I wrote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are there. So perfect squares are 9 by. Please correct this one. 9 by 90. 9 1 just 9 10 just. That is equal to 1 by 10. 1 by 10. Sorry, correct this one. I took 8 only, sir. 60 is not 81 also I wrote, but I did not consider this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 perfect squares are there. Probability of a perfect square is equal to 9 by 90. That is equal to 1 by 10. Next, third one. A number divisible by 5. A number divisible by 5. Numbers divisible by 5 are, what are those one? All 5 table. 5, 5 2s are 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90 also divisible are, because 90 also included. How many are there? Number of numbers divisible by 5 is equal to 18 numbers are there, because 18 5s are 90. So probability of divisible by 5 is equal to 18 by 90. 18 1s are 18 5s are. That is equal to 1 by 5. 18 1s are 18 5s are. 1 by 5. Okay. Next question. Suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region. What is the rectangular region? Here in this one circle is there, which is 3 meters length and 2 meters width, and the diameter of the circle is equal to 1 meter. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle? Now, length of a rectangle is equal to 3 meters. Breadth of a rectangle is equal to 2 meters. Okay. Now, area of a rectangle is equal to L into B, that equal to 3 into 2 is equal to 6 square meters. Now, diameter of the circle is equal to 1 meter. Then radius is equal to 1 by 2 meters. Now, area of the circle is equal to pi r square, formula 22 by 7 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 2 1 jars to 11 jars, that is equal to 11 by 14 meter square. 11 by 14 meter square. What is the probability of an event? Probability of an event is equal to area of circle, because whatever you thrown die, that falls on circle only. Area of circle by area of rectangle, that is equal to 11 by 14 by 6, that is equal to 11 by 14 into 6, 11 by 84 square meters. The probability of an event is equal to 11 by 84 square meters. In case any calculation mistakes are there, please check out once. Okay. Okay. Next, a lot consists of 144 ball pens, of which 20 are defective and the others are good. Total number of ball pens contained in a lot is equal to 144. In that one, 20 are defective. Means number of defective equal to 20. Then number of good one is equal to 124. The shopkeeper drawn one pen randomly and gave to the Sudha. What is the probability that she will buy it? When she will buy? Sudha will buy when it is good one. Sudha will buy when it is good one. So probability of event is equal to 124 by 144. Simplify it, we will get the answer. What is the probability she will not buy? When she will not buy? When it is a defective one. Defective are 20 are there out of 144. 20 by 144. Please do that yourself, sir. Already question solution also I explained, but I did not write on board. Okay. Total number of pens is equal to 144. Total number of defective pens is equal to 20. Number of good pens is equal to 124. Now, probability of Sudha will buy a pen is equal to probability of a good one. Good one means 124 by 144. And the probability that Sudha will not buy is when it is defective. Means that is equal to 20 by 144. Please solve that one. On the 13th one, two dice are thrown or rolled simultaneously. Whenever two dice are rolled, then immediately write the outcomes. Outcomes when two dice rolled. What are those one? 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1. Three, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 4, 3. There are total number of 36 outcomes will be set. 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. So total number of outcomes is equal to 36 outcomes are there. Probability of the sum of the result is 2. Probability of sum on dice is 2. When you will get 2 dice, sum of 2 dice is 2, 1 plus 1, 2. And anywhere you will get? No. Probability of sum 2 is equal to 1 by 6. Probability of sum 3 is equal to 3. When you get 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 1, 3. Diagonally you get. Means, 2 by 36 means 1 by 18. And the probability of sum to 4. 4 when you get 3 plus 1, 4. 1 plus 3, 4. 2 plus 2, 4. 3 plus 1, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3 by 36. That is equal to 1 by 12. Like this, till how much? Till 12 you have to write down. Till 12 we have to write down. Probability of sum 5. Sum 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 36. Sum 6 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 36. Sum 7 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 36. Okay, sum 7 means 7 onwards from where it will start here? Sorry, 7 completed. 8. 8 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again decreasing order now. 1 by 6, 2 by 36, 1 by 36, 2 by 36, 3 by 36, 4 by 36, 5 by 36, 6 by 36. Again 5 by 36, 4 by 36, 3 by 36, 2 by 36, 1 by 36. All decreasing order you get. You have to fill up that table. What they given, that you totally fill up that one. Here they given. In this way you find out, sir, all till 12. It is increasing now. After that, decreasing order will get. Now, a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes are there. So, therefore, each of them has a probability 1 by 11. Do you agree? No. Why don't you agree that is? Because here every time you got the different probabilities you got. Already, when I did all this solution, I got different probabilities. 1 by 36, 1 by 18, 1 by 12, 1 by 3 by 36, 4 by 36, 5 by 36, 6 by 36, and again 5 by 36, increasing order at some time till here it is increasing. again from here onwards decreasing order. So every time probability will not be same. So I don't agree with the above result. I don't agree that the probability of a every time is what they given 11 1 by 11. I don't agree with the student because in in the above condition probabilities of sum of the two dice is in different cases different probabilities I obtained. That is the reason you have to write down. Okay. So like this you will finish it. Hope you will finish it because almost everything I do. Now here same question right answer but different one. I am taking my own question. When two dice are simultaneously thrown or rolled out, then what is the probability that the sum of the two dice is a prime number? Not your textual questions are just I am repeating the question. Please write down that I am dictating the question. When two dice are rolled simultaneously, then what is the probability of? First one is a sum of the result is a prime number. Prime number means a probability of a prime number. Sum should be prime. So what are the prime numbers you get? What are the primes you get? 1 comma 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 comma 2. 1 plus 2 3. And 1 comma 4 prime number. Not 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. 1 comma 6. 1 1 prime number, 1 2 prime number, 1 plus 1 2 prime number, 1 plus 2 3 prime number, 1 plus 4 prime number, 1 plus 6 prime number. Again 2 comma 1 prime number, 2 comma 3 prime number, and 2 comma 5 prime number. But 2 comma 6 is not a prime number. 1 plus 2 plus 1 3, 4, 2 plus 3 5, 2 plus 5 7. I don't get it here. This is not a prime number. Again 3 comma 2 is a prime number. 3 comma 3 not a prime number. 3 comma 4 is a prime number. 3 comma 5 not a prime number. 3 comma 6 also not a prime number. 4 comma 1 is a prime number. 4 comma 2 not a prime number. 6, 7. 4 comma 3 is a prime number. 4 comma 4 not a prime number. 4 comma 5 not a prime number. 4 comma 6 not a prime number. 5 comma 1 not a prime number. 5 comma 2 prime number. 5 3 not a prime number. 5 4 not a prime number. 5 5 not a prime number. 5 6 a prime number. 6 1 prime number. 6 2 not a prime number. 6 3 not a prime number. 6 4 not a prime number. 6 5 prime number. In case anywhere I missed any values, please check out, sir. So probability of any prime numbers is equal to how many are there? 1 2 3. Sum of two dice is prime. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. 15 by 36. 15 by 36. In case anywhere if I miss, please check out. I may be wrong also, please correct it. If you find any correction, please let me know that one. At most here I took, I hope I don't I took every number possibility, every possibility. 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3, 1 plus 4 5, 1 plus 6 7. 3 5 7. 5 7 5 7 5 7 11 7 11. Okay. Hope everything I took. 4 plus 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Sum of two dice is a prime number. Sometimes they will ask sum of two dice is a perfect square. Sometimes they may ask sum of the two dice is a divisible by 5. Like that they may give sir. But whatever the question type they asked, you have to write this table and calculate everything. Okay. This write down. This is additional question which I dictated. Okay. See here, one more very important concept. The rest of the two questions you complete it, sir. With this, your textual questions completed. Any additional questions are there? I'll discuss in next class. Now, one more question I want to discuss here. Here, a year, there are two types of years will be. One is a leap year, another one is a non-leap year. Okay. Number of very important bits here. Number of days in a leap year. Number of days in a leap year is equal to 365 days. Every year 365 days. If I divide them with 7 days, a week has a 7 days. 7 5s are 35. 1 5, 7 2s are 14, 1 remainder means there are 52 weeks and 1 additional day. In a year, there are 52 weeks plus 1 additional day. Sorry, non-leap year days. I am talking about non-leap years. In a number of days in a non-leap year is 365 days. In a year, there are 52 weeks, 1 additional day. Means in 52 weeks, 52 Sundays you get, 52 Mondays, 52 Tuesdays, 52 Thursdays, 52 Wednesdays, 52 Fridays, 52 Saturdays. This 1 additional day may be Sunday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. Means 1 additional day may be any of the remaining 7 days. So probability of 52 Mondays is 1 because surely you will get a 52 Mondays. This 1 additional day is a different day. If probability of I am talking about non-leap years, probability of 53 Mondays. 53 Mondays means this 52 weeks, 52 Mondays you get. 1 additional Monday I want, 53 Mondays. Out of this, since here 1 additional day there, among those 1 day, among those 7 days, this 1 additional day may be a Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. So 1 by 7. In a non-leap year, if the question they ask probability of 53 Mondays or 53 Sundays, 53 Tuesdays, 53 Saturdays, 53 Thursdays, like that if they ask 1 by 7 will be your answer. If they ask 52 Mondays means definitely 1. 52 Sundays means 1 because sure event. Because 52 weeks there will be, in every week there will be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. This is about the non-leap year. About non-leap year. Number of days in a non-leap year is 365 days. So there are 52 weeks and 1 additional day. Okay. Next, if they ask the probability of 53 Mondays or Sunday or Tuesday or any day, 53 if they ask 1 by 7 will be the answer. 52 if they ask 1 will be the answer. Very important competitive example this one. Probability of 53 Mondays. Why 53 Mondays is 1 by 7 or Sunday or whatever, Monday or Tuesday or any day is 1 by 7. Why? because already 52 weeks, 52 days will be, that one additional day out of 7 days, anything it may be. So 1 by 7 chance is there. Number of days in a leap year, 366 days. 366 days. In a leap year, in previous question, non-leap years are word, write down, correct that one. Non-leap year. This is leap year. In a leap year, in previous, maybe I wrote here leap years are, correct that one, non-leap year, write down. This is leap year. In a leap year, there are 52 weeks plus 2 additional days will be. 2 additional days will be. So probability of 52 Fridays. Surely 52 weeks, one definitely one Friday will be, so 1. Probability of 53 Fridays. These 2 additional days may be Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday. Means Fridays are here and here. In Thursday, Friday combination you may get, or Friday, Saturday combination you may get. So there are 2 possibilities are there out of 7 days. Out of 7 combinations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 combinations are there. In that one, Thursday, Friday combination or Friday, Saturday combination, 2 chances are there. So 2 by 7. In a leap year, 53 Fridays, 53 Mondays, 53 Saturdays, whatever they give, 2 by 7. Okay? Probability of 53 Fridays is 2 by 7. Whatever they ask, 53 Sundays or Mondays in leap year, 2 by 7. In non-leap year, 1 by 7. Okay? So with this, almost all concepts I covered from the probability. With this, your syllabus completed. In case any additional problems are there, then I'll update you. Okay? In next additional videos, I'll take and I'll update you. Okay, with this total probability concept covered. Last 2 problems I did not explain, sir. Just those are you discuss yourself and do it. In case any difficulty if you find, please let me know that one. Examples are very important. Last question is a game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and nothing it come up and noting its outcomes each time. Dikshit wins if all tosses give the same result, means either 3 heads or 3 tails. Those are the outcomes. He will win. If 2 heads, 1 tail, 2 tails, 1 head, like that means he will lose the game. So only 2 possibilities, 3 heads, 3 tails. So those you have to choose. So coin also says there, simple questions only are there left over. Please do it. This is a leap year and non-leap year concept is very important. In non-leap year, 53 Fridays are 1 by 7. In leap year, 53 Fridays are 2 by 7, because in this one 2 additional days will be, in that only 1 additional day is there. Okay, thank you very much. With this your total syllabus completed as per your textbook. Okay, additional questions, additional papers we will discuss in next year. Thank you very much.